I know that these humans are the real animals. I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow their house down.
Watching Dennis Quaddy. Anyway, let me pause that for a second. This is a little controversial. One guy's a self-made millionaire, a big proponent of good government and good country. The other one's an older one. I've been looking up, trying to find out who this guy is. I asked the Irish, who is this individual? Because he doesn't allow you to download the videos and stuff like that. But it's a little controversial, these subjects right here. Another one talks about the Davidian, you know, the FBI, the fire, the children dying, the Branch Davidians, whatever you call them. What is it? Branch Davidians, right? Well, anyway, these three videos are very controversial. But I want you to take a look at each one. I want you to, if you can, research what information you can. Now, the first one's that's a little diatribe of not racism, but race ideology. So that would allude to the fact that he didn't know his great grandparents. Comes from Cabbage Patch Children. I think it was recorded in 1960s or 70s, if I remember right. I think it was the 60s. But I want y'all to go ahead and give this all your attention. I know I said I'd be on the read. I was getting ready to set up. It feels a little better outside, but it's going to drop here pretty soon. But please, have a listen, and please give me your thoughts, any and everybody, okay?
What they did to Germany in the 20s, exactly the same inflation, the same insanity, the same destruction of law and order, the same inflation is almost here, the same riots, the same bedlam, and the same Jews operating it, even the same Jews. Same people that were over there are here now. The gas, 6 million, most of them are over here running the civil rights movement. Same people. I found this out to be a fact. There's no argument about it. It is a fact. And when you look at it as a fact, what are you going to do about it? Just let it go? Well, the only thing I could see to do it, first I became a conservative. And I promptly became thoroughly and totally disenchanted and disgusted with conservatives. They are the most cowardly bunch of finks that I have ever had to deal with. Our country is drowning in hypocrisy and cowardice. Now, will you tell me how a cowardly, hypocritical conservative says, I love Jews and Negroes are my best friends? How is he going to save his country from hypocrisy doing that? If Israel is a Jewish country and has the right to be Jewish, if Ghana is a black country and has the right to be black, why don't we have the right to keep a white country white and Christian? Well, how long do you people think you'd last if you went over there to Israel and campaigned in the Jewish schools in Israel against singing Jewish songs? And yet they're over here campaigning against us, singing Christmas carols in ours. The result of all of this, ladies and gentlemen, they are destroying law and order, they're destroying our culture, destroying our civilization, and they have got millions of good, sincere Americans, like many of you out here, helping them to do it, because you really believe you're helping to build a better world. This is the way they work all over the world. They tell you you're helping build a better world, and they play the violin, they tell you about these poor Jews in Germany, and all the terrible things that happened. They don't tell you what the Jews did to Germany and what they're doing to our country here. And anybody who tries to tell you, then they use terrorism to shut him up. Any way at all. Cut down his audience, raise hell, do anything you can, but don't let him get to the people. As I've said, if I'm wrong, show me and I'll quit. But quit calling me sick and calling me names and trying to punch me in the face. It will never stop me. It has never stopped.
Next one's that first one. Wow. Now the next one, you ain't going to use the P word and stuff, but let me know what you think.
Shocking news for you. I have seen footage that you probably have never seen, some of you never have, that's never aired on network television, of footage of the Bradley tank shooting fire into the compound. The Branch Davidians did not start the fire. They were murdered in cold blood by the pussies, the liars, the scumbags, the ATF. And the meaning of it all, the reason you didn't see it, and the reason they said, oh, the Branch Davidians started the fire. No, they didn't, because they know now that David Koresh was trying to finish that whatever Seven Seals horseshit he was doing. They know that. They burn these people alive because the message they want to convey to you is state power will always win. We'll paint you as a child molester, and we'll paint you as a methamphetamine manufacturer. We'll say any lie we want over our propaganda machine, the mainstream media, and we'll burn you and your children in your home. So you just be apathetic, America. You stay docile, and don't you ever forget, you're free to do what we tell you.
Dude is a good dude, all right? I like him, all right? Used to be able to download his stuff, but you know how the party poopers are, right? I like him. He's always behind his big desk. You know, you think that he's in his form of the White House, Franklin House, but he's pretty legitimate. Everything's based upon everybody's opinions here. I'm not saying what these people are stating are facts, but what you've seen, what you process, and how you feel are your assumptions. Share them in the comment section.
In our health, because there's multiple things that you need to take control of, and I mean now, if you want to survive what's coming. And that's your food supply, that's your water supply, your air, your monetary system, and your health. You want to go holistic medicine, that type of thing, get out of the US-based healthcare system. It will kill you. Many studies have been done on that. It will kill you. 4 to 12 years earlier, if you participate in our healthcare system here in the US, compared to people that don't, like the Amish. They rarely ever get sick, and they don't have any of the diseases that we have in U.S. society. Proof's in the pudding is all I can tell you. You can believe it or not, but facts don't lie. So what I want you to see is this video I'm getting ready to show you. This is about all the toxic dyes and things that they're putting in, especially our kids' food. So anything that's brightly colored, you want to stay the hell away from that poison, because it is absolutely poison, and it'll kill you and your kids. Check this video out.
I've watched videos of kids after they eat a cupcake with Red 40 in it. It's literally like you have to perform an exorcism on them. Like they turn into a completely different person. It's sad. It's really sad to watch because there's so many kids out there eating Red 40 all the time, and it's a neurotoxin. It's terrible for our bodies. All the food colorings are. Those aren't in nature. You can't get colors like that in nature. That's the circus food I'm talking about. And that shit will mess with your brain.
So there you can see, did you see the child on the floor squirming around like he was having an epileptic seizure or something? It's insane what this stuff does to you. It is literally a neurotoxin, and we're feeding this shit to our children on the regular. So I implore you to start getting educated on what's poison and what's not, because the majority of what's in our food supply is poison. But if you'll do your homework and you'll put some effort in, you will absolutely find the healthiest options that are out there. So do what you can, spend some time on this, get educated and up to speed on it, keep your children safe.
Y'all should have a lot to say.